RWBY.
Yes.
I can't put this egg down. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know y'all are going to probably be saying, what the heck is he playing with?
Watch the mailbag.
This is a mail from the mailbag. This is a egg that was given to us by Tanya from Kentucky. So,
Yep,
Tanya, thank you so much
pretty
once
neat.
again. So, RWBY Volume 4, Chapter 6, Tipping Point.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
boy.
all right. So, last episode we saw Menagerie.
Yes.
Screw that up. So, this could go a couple of different ways. So, tipping point being... This could be the tipping point with Weiss and her father.
Probably.
I mean, it's possible. This could be the tipping point with the White Fang. This is where, you know, the rest of the White Fang sort of convert over to that mindset, maybe. This could be the tipping point where Yang starts facing down all of that mess.
Yeah. Could also be the tipping point where Crow goes up against what's his name?
Well, I mean, this could be where Crow goes up against Raven's tribe,
Probably.
or where Crow goes up against new guy whose name
Creepy.
I can't.
Creepy man. Ultra creepy man.
Creepy McPonytail.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, because it's like it ended. The last video ended with
him being incredibly menacing towards a
Super McCreepy Huggins.
Super McCreepy Huggins.
incredibly creepy towards, you know, an otherwise very nice young lady.
And he was sent to kill RWBY exclusively, like that's his mission.
Oh yeah, like he wants
it
he
seems,
wants a piece.
It seems rather exclusively that Crow's mission is to protect RWBY.
So
we're
they're
probably
gonna
gonna
clash.
have, as Jeff Lynne and ELO would say, gonna be a showdown.
But I mean, decidedly, the overarching plot is Salem and Team Witch versus, you know, our protagonists.
Yes.
Our intrepid heroines and heroes and Jean
And cocaines.
and cocaine. Really?
You said heroines and cocaines.
Okay.
Cocaine 'em. All right. Before
Black tar heroin.
just start the video, Nate.
All right.
What the hell is wrong with you today?
Peyote.
All right.
Peyote.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, whatever.
All right, here we go. Once
Mescaline
again.
will really tear you up.
Have you had
God.
too
American
much
Idol
whiskey?
Dragon.
Have you had too much whiskey or not enough whiskey?
I was gonna say I think I got a sneaker bottle in there.
You know what I've discovered?
What's that?
What's that?
What I had earlier? Butter coffee.
Butter coffee.
Butter coffee.
Is that like a butter beer?
Explain.
It's just butter coffee. Google it.
Is that like butter beer? Like really?
Is it just like
No.
butter dissolved in coffee?
Yeah, it is.
That's
Oh,
terrifying.
now nobody has to Google
That
it.
is horrifying.
You put cream in coffee, right?
I don't drink coffee at all.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's your own darn fault.
Yeah. Well, I drink. I've been drinking coffee more and more nowadays. A lot more than I used to. And I've also been brushing my teeth with that Power toothpaste.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
It works.
It totally works.
It does.
really does.
It kicks you in the ass when you start. It's like about 5 or 6 brushes
Nice.
in, all of a sudden that caffeine hits your gums. You're just like, well, this is a pick me up.
Yep.
I was sitting there like hair all in a mess, looking in the mirror, and it's just like, you gonna learn today?
Yep.
Gave you the energy to deal with it.
Yep. Micah just wakes up and goes,
And then like 5 doctor notes later, and my heart's about to beat out of my chest. Who knew?
mine just does that anyway.
I can literally hear it like your heart. You could see like your heart, the outline, just like.
Yep.
I can literally like see like my heart beating if
Yep.
I like stretch the right way.
Jesus. Skinny ass.
Haven is a lot farther away than I thought.
RWBY, how long did you think this journey was going to take?
Like,
I don't know. I grew up in a small area. I've never been this far away
Well,
from
she's got
home.
super speed, so for her, not very.
Right, but
yeah.
But how long does that last?
Maybe
Dunno.
like
It's her semblance, and it's dependent on her aura.
weeks.
What?
2
Okay,
weeks?
fine. 3 or something. But whatever. Hey, what's that?
Is it a burb?
It's a plane.
Well,
No, it's another town.
That's strange. I didn't think we'd be hitting another village for a few days.
What?
Are those buildings
On-
damaged?
They're on fire.
We should search for survivors.
wait,
Don't throw your map.
Leave the get the.
Oh, you idiot.
This place was in the process of being built.
Yeah. It's like everyone just disappeared.
Yeah.
There's no damage. Or no, there's no, like, real bad damage. Just
Nothing over
abandoned.
here.
No one over here either.
Damn, Nora. You got ups, girl.
It
Yep.
almost seems like the town was abandoned.
In the process of being built.
Looks like. All right.
Oniyuri.
Oniyuri. Never heard of it.
Me neither.
I have.
Uh-oh.
You might think of it as Anima's mountain glen, had it never been completed.
Yep.
Years ago, the richest members of Mistral were unhappy with how the kingdom was being run. Frustrated with the council, they pooled their resources together to build their own city, with their own laws.
Mm-hmm.
They hoped that one day, it could maybe even become its own kingdom.
Huh.
Many thought it would be the future.
And then the Grim.
I know my parents did.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ren's backstory.
What happened?
Flashback.
Nope.
What always happens.
Grim.
Mm-hmm.
The Grim.
Not just anyone.
One?
What?
Come on,
Uh-oh.
let's just get through here. This place gives me the creeps.
Raven's tribe? You think?
Maybe.
Hmm.
all I can think about is making a fortified health potion with that hanging moss right there.
Right? Also, I think Ren's coattails look like beetle
Wings? Oh, those
Elytra?
carapace?
Yeah.
Hello, Weiss.
Oh, hey.
She's performing once again. I was going to say, there's always that pop star that's always a hero in some anime.
Yeah.
It's like Minmay and friggin' in Robotech.
Mm-hmm.
Robotech or Macross, or
Yep.
is it Macross Frontier? No, Frontier's the new one. Damn.
Yeah. I don't remember. And of course, he just sits there.
He's like, must not let her know I'm actually impressed. She has to be disappointed in herself so she can become stronger.
Her dad sucks.
Her dad's a dick.
Her little brother's kind of weird dude, too.
He's
Kind of a creep.
It's understandable that he's kind of a weird dude. I mean, look at where he grew up
Also,
and where he couldn't really leave.
he's the youngest sibling.
Yeah.
And he's had two like hugely successful sisters.
Yeah. He's had a rough time.
Yeah.
That's precisely my point. We offer faunas the exact same wages given to the rest of our mining staff. Their argument's completely invalid right out of the gate.
Well, I think the bigger issue here is our society as a whole.
What? You mean Atlas?
Atlas, Mantle, you can't deny
He's
the
got it.
economic disparity between the two.
I mean, what exactly are you suggesting?
I'm just saying, I don't
Oh.
think it's necessarily an issue of
Where are you
compensation
going?
as much as it's
Society
one
as a
of
whole.
opportunity.
I'm just a little thirsty.
Sweetheart, we have people for that.
What? No, I can get it. I'll be right back, I promise.
Look, no one asked them to move here.
But companies like the SDC promised jobs.
I'm sorry, I tuned out for a second, but sounds like I'm the good guy again.
Oh, that laugh. He even laughs like an asshole.
Show the world we care. Oh.
It's beautiful. You two match.
Yes, it's a lovely painting.
So, that was my attempt at breaking the ice. How am I doing so
Shoddy.
far?
Not great.
You are leaving a lot to be desired.
Well, I've always appreciated honesty. Henry, Marigold.
Marigold.
Weishney.
I know. I saw your performance.
Who didn't?
Obviously.
Magnificent.
You were wonderful. And I promise I'm not just saying that because you're pretty. Honesty, remember? So, you thinking about buying it?
No, I don't think
Stop
so.
fidgeting. Stop
Yeah,
fidgeting. It makes you look
kinda
weak.
pricey for a painting.
Makes you look
It's
desperate.
to raise money.
Oh, really? For what?
For what?
I'll admit, I only come to these things for the food and drinks.
Grab.
And the extraordinary company, of course.
Oh, you're a dead man.
So, what? Is it another mantle fundraiser or something?
Get
Uh-oh.
out.
Uh-oh.
What?
Get out, or I will have security escort you out.
But I haven't done any.
Leave!
Okay.
Whatever.
Oh, good.
I know that sound. Kingdom of Vale. Help rebuild
Doesn't come as
beacon.
any surprise what happened to Vale.
Uh-oh.
It was a long time coming, if you ask me.
What?
Honey.
What? You said the same thing last night. If
Oh,
they're so
God.
arrogant to think they can get by without proper kingdom defense, then I say good riddance. Shut up!
Dear God.
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Weiss.
Weiss, be
You don't
careful.
have a clue! None of you do!
Excuse me?
You're all just standing around talking about nothing! Worrying about your hair, your money, your stupid problems that don't mean anything!
And he's just like,
That's enough.
finally.
Let go of me!
You're embarrassing the family.
I said let go!
Uh-oh.
Glyph.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Bruh!
Hot
I
damn!
wanna run!
Sorry, I'm sorry! Just leave me alone!
Winter?
Ooh.
No!
Hey, Ironwood.
What's up, Ironwood?
Arrest her!
Good shot, old boy.
What are you waiting for? She's insane! She should be locked up!
She's the only one making sense around here.
Yes!
Thank you, Ironwood.
Thanks for the party, Shock.
Ironwood's the best.
Ironwood is...
I like him a lot better now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
At first, I thought.
Yeah,
he
ever
was-
since you were like, he's totally going to turn on everybody, and you're like, nope, he's totally cool.
Well, he's military-minded, but at the same time, he's got a good head on his shoulders. It's
Yep.
just he's tied
Well,
up in the bureaucratical
well,
bull.
Shoulder. The
Oh, yeah.
other half
that's
is
right.
mechanical.
That's
Well,
right.
he didn't. He was a lot of the problem that happened at Vale.
But he's sort of
Well,
realized
no,
that,
no,
I
no.
think.
He didn't realize that would
Uh-oh.
happen. Uh-oh.
Oz
Here
warned-
he is. Coming.
Oz
Here he
warned-
is.
Oz did warn him against what the military presence would do.
It's true.
Yes, he did, but he
Yep.
didn't listen. That's right. He didn't listen.
That's him.
He thought he was doing things for the best. Look out! Hello,
Ooh.
girl.
That's a cool weapon.
Whoa! Hello,
Hi.
boy. Nimble, isn't he?
Nimble little minx, isn't he?
We're not looking for a fight. Who are you?
Too bad you've got one.
Who I am matters not to you. Or you.
Or, well, you do interest me.
Uh-oh.
No, I only matter to you.
That's interesting.
Little Ruby.
I only matter to you. Huh. That's a great way of putting it.
You haven't the slightest clue, do you? Oh, how exciting this must be.
What do you want?
The rose has thorns. My little
Of course
flower,
it does.
I'm here to whisk you away with me.
Well, what if she doesn't want to go with you?
Yes! Nora.
Well, I'll take her.
We're not going to let you do that.
Good.
Spaghetti!
John!
I like the ricochet.
Damn.
Damn.
His fighting style is very reminiscent of lightning.
No, she's fine.
She did that on purpose.
Yep.
Nice shot, Red.
Yeah.
I know.
You should start laughing too, Ruby.
Well, if that isn't ironic.
No.
A little bit.
It was planned.
Hey. What?
You might want to turn around.
She's faster than you now. It almost looks like he hangs in the air longer than he's supposed to.
Is that a
Scorpion tail?
He's a faunus. I figured.
Scorpion tail.
I figured.
A faunus.
What is this about?
That's super cool.
Damn.
That is terrifying.
Plastic soldiers and pawns. My heart and body belong only to our goddess.
Cinder.
No.
No.
Only in her wildest dreams.
Only in her dreams.
Which explains the claw weapon.
Yep. Almost pincer her ass.
Oh no.
Crow.
You saw the stings, right?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, Crow.
Ow. Her aura's protecting her most.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, he
Yep.
can.
Yeah, he can't.
Called
He's
it.
a shifter. He's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Goodbye, darling.
I'm guessing it's a paralysis toxin. Hey, Micah. Thanks for showing up.
Hey, Crow. Hey.
That's good.
No.
Oh, that's how you end it.
Damn,
yeah.
are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's how you end it.
Shit.
Hot damn.
Now,
If I didn't value this thing so highly, I'd toss it at the screen. Damn.
did Ren actually get stung? I thought he dodged those.
Twice.
Okay.
He dodged them twice, but I think...
No, he got stung twice.
Oh,
he
I thought he shrugged them off.
Nope. He did not.
Damn.
So we don't know how poisonous he is.
From the look of things, I don't know. Paralysis poison is possible, but
Of course, he might be able to manufacture like certain levels of lethality. I mean,
yeah. Control how toxic he is.
well, I mean, because some
Possible, yeah.
snakes can choose to
Tyrian.
inject or not. to inject.
Tyrian, yeah. So her trophy wife was her title.
Trophy what?
Trophy wife.
Okay, so why Henry Marigold has to pop back up?
Oh,
right?
you know he does.
Because he had a more elaborate outfit and a full name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's named in the credits.
right?
Yeah, he's fully
So
named in the credit.
Yeah.
He could have just been. He could have just been labeled, smug. Smug attendee.
Smug partygoer, yeah.
Smug attendee. Yeah.
But to be fair, wouldn't that have gotten him confused with every other partygoer?
not really. Not really, because he was because you heard him acting more smug, and where they have her listed as trophy wife, it's like, oh, there's the difference.
But
the way he was acting, I thought he was going to be the guy that actually did the painting, and he was putting it down to try and see what she really thought of it.
That's what I was. That's what I was hoping.
And then they never went there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he knew more than he actually let on. He was acting like a dork.
Yeah,
but then it turns out he knew even less than he let on.
Yeah.
So, I didn't think we were gonna get a Tyrian fight this early.
Well,
I really didn't.
Well, I thought, okay, Rooster Teeth has a thing. They always wait until episode 8 before their big blow off with a big fight.
All right.
Case in point, they've done that in Red versus Blue the last few seasons. They really started doing that in, I think, season 8 with the Tex fight, which is like one of Rooster Teeth's most popular videos.
Man, that fight was super good.
And then of course they had the big fight scene in season 1 of RWBY. I think every season of RWBY has had like a huge fight scene in season 8, which is like a big blow off.
Yep.
That's an initial lead up to the big climax at the end of the season.
Hmm.
So I think this right here is a build up for things that are coming. Because I think they'll immediately continue the fight at the end of this.
Yeah.
And then after that, we will get probably at the end of that episode we'll get a little more build up, and then 8 we'll have like a big fight scene with like Team RWBY and like some maybe like Team Ranger or maybe the big fight scene between Adam and Blake that I think a lot of people are interested in seeing.
So there's also now we've now seen that Weiss's semblance is coming into its own.
Yes, she's maturing.
She can't control it yet.
Yeah.
So
but
now,
still, the fact that she can summon a full glyph, she just has to learn to control it now.
So here's
Super Ice Pig.
Yeah, Super Ice Pig was awesome.
And then Ironwood to the rescue.
Yeah, dude, if Ironwood hadn't been standing there, that trophy wife gone.
Oh, trophy wife and husband.
Yeah, and it's
gone.
just like, well, I don't know.
Oh, hold on, let me get that up.
Hello.
Sorry.
All right. But
sorry about that. So of everything we got in this, I mean, the fight scene. Okay, Tyrian turning out to be a Faunus, I did not expect.
Nope.
I didn't see that one coming either, but
it is kind of fun though because they show you because his ponytail is styled to look exactly like his tail.
Yep,
it is.
So that is, I do think the design is fun, and then of course, like you said, he's basically fashioned like claws.
He's got scorpion claws.
The pincers, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a really neat weapon, and then suddenly it all makes sense. It all clicks in.
Yeah.
Oh
gosh.
At first, I thought they were going to fire off because they looked like basically looked like the Predator Smart Disc from Predator 2.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe that's an alternate fire of it.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen because most every weapon that somebody uses has a second form.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much everybody's got a bloodborne weapon. Everybody's got a bloodborne weapon. It's just you have to wait for part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for stage 2 of the fight.
Yeah, when things really get interesting.
Yeah, where,
and the points do matter.
Oh, man. Yeah, like Gascoigne goes from sword into, like, full spear mode.
Yeah, and then after that turns into a friggin' were monster.
With the spear.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, that was fun.
Have you done the DLC?
To Bloodborne?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Oh, just wait for the Ludwig fight.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. But, yeah. So this is going to be interesting because...
Yeah.
Man, good old Drunkle Crow.
I wonder if he will...
Drunkus Ex Machina. There you go.
I wonder if he will, like, fully go scythe with his weapon.
Instead
of just sword, because... That's the awesome thing about Crow's weapon is that it's two completely different things.
Yeah.
It's a sword, and then it turns into a scythe.
There's also a gun in there.
Oh yeah, there is also.
It's also a gun.
Well, his is a more refined version of Ruby's.
Mm-hmm.
See, Ruby's is.
Well, she kind of modeled herself on Crow.
Yeah,
that's what we were led to believe.
She did, but she's pure scythe at the from the get go.
Yeah, scythe into sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Whereas his is probably more of a like a blunderbuss type gun. With his. Yeah, I'm interested to see this fight because while scythes are absolutely terrible weapons in real life, they are super cool in animated combat.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they look super cool. They are terrible weapons.
Yeah.
There are various sickle weapons across cultures that have been employed.
Oh, yeah.
In wartime.
Yeah.
That's just like the chain with the sickle at the on the end of it.
Kusarigama?
Yeah, okay.
Well, there's a kama, which is just a sickle, and then kusarigama is a chain sickle.
Yeah.
There were big versions, small versions. There's something. It's really cool. It's a Central African sword called a mambele that is an African sickle sword.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's actually super cool and usually dual wielded. That
There's-
are awesome.
There's one in Dark Souls, and I don't know how accurate it is, but there's the shodel, and it's
Yep.
yeah, and it's got the hook around it to get around shields.
It's kind of like that's like the more modern version of the Egyptian kolpesh.
Oh yeah.
Well, and also I've seen certain builds of a kukiri that are very sickle-esque. Like the curve in the blade is actually a lot more pronounced. The
kukri is an interesting weapon.
There's also it's almost like a scythe-ish blade. It's a sword though. I believe it's a Dacian falx. That's really cool.
Huh. I've never heard of such a thing.
I haven't heard of that either.
Basically, the only way I would explain it is kind of like what I would imagine the sword was in the Perseus myth, because he's given they call it a sword that looks like a crescent moon to kill Medusa.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
That's like the only way I can explain. It's super cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are like sickle scythe weapons. I don't know of any culture that actually use like a scythe, like a two-handed scythe for fighting.
Yeah, I mean the
scythe, you would have to modify it.
Yeah, because the scythe was typically something that like a farmer would use because they didn't have anything else.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how it would work really. You'd have to heavily modify it. It had to be more like a puncture weapon than a cutting weapon.
Yeah, and in most cases, I don't think the scythe necessarily had the big the point on it.
Right.
So because I mean the inner part of the scythe is where the blade is. So like when Ruby hooks it around something and then fires, she's actually using the scythe properly.
Yeah.
I don't even know that putting a blade on the outer, like double edging it, I don't know that would even do too much.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose you could get like a slash, like swinging with it, but that's you have to judge the distance on all that, and it's just not going to be.
Well, in terms of builds,
super wieldy.
We're going to have to build a war scythe.
Well, okay. Well, actually, what Ruby's does is that it actually molds out to be more straight, like a sword.
Well,
I think as she's
sort of a pole arm. Really.
I think as she's swinging it, it does that.
It'll hook around.
It'll actually straighten out to where the cutting edge is a lot more likely to do its work instead of just depending on the point hitting or having to loop it around.
Yeah.
Instead where it straightens out, she can do that, and then when she brings it back around, the centrifugal force of it stopping will cause the head to go back down normal.
It's possible.
It is.
So
but
it's a scythe that wants to be a halberd when it grows up.
Basically.
Pretty much. For me,
Yeah,
I think Crow's
scythe into halberd. Yeah, I can respect that.
I think Crow's is a more conventional weapon and can be used in more situations because he can go into scythe mode whenever he's like out in a big open area, like how Ruby is at her best. When Ruby's at her best, she's in big open areas, in places where her scythe can't usually get caught on things.
I mean, yeah, she's swinging a pole arm. That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna go back to Bloodborne here. The reason that you had two different weapons was because, one was good in a short range area.
Yeah, in tight spaces.
Yeah. Have you gotten Gurman's weapon?
I've gotten a lot of weapons. I did a lot of weapons in Bloodborne.
So,
I got all the way to the end.
Yeah, you've beaten Gurman. You're still working on Moon Presence, right?
I'm actually at the last boss.
Yeah, so you've beaten Gurman.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gurman's weapon, he starts off with it looks almost like a scimitar, and then he hooks it onto a stick that's on its back, and it unfolds, and he's got a scythe.
Yeah.
So you've got sword for close range single enemy,
which is what Crow has.
And then his unfolds into the scythe for area or multi-enemy combat.
Yeah.
Seriously, RWBY, like if you like RWBY style combat, go play Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Go do it.
Bloodborne is a tremendous game.
Because it's...
Wish it was available on PC.
Yeah, right? Right?
But it's a whole thing with PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But, you know, you look at... This, like, people are like, man, the scythe is super cool. Yeah, it is. It's just not...
It's not real conventional.
It's not effective in regular combat without heavy modifications.
Yeah. Which, okay.
Anyway.
Well,
but yeah, I think Mike has come down to the point we're going to have to build a war scythe.
Yeah. Oh gosh. By the way, I finished my
Micah makes.
I finished my OC character's backstory. I finished it all the way through.
Okay.
I got it to where, you know, I feel comfortable like starting, you know, like people can have a good idea of him, and they can, you know, build a story from there if they want. But I actually yeah, the Tomahawk and the Winchester 18A7 / War Club combo. We talked about it, you know, being good for like close to mid range and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
then combining into a bow to form
for long range combat.
Yeah. I was very happy with how that all planned out because it's good, because it's more conventional than say something like what RWBY has, where it's just a big scythe all the time.
Yeah, scythe into sniper rifle is kind of a weird combo because she's pretty much set up for mid-range melee to long-range ballistic combat.
Yeah.
So she doesn't necessarily have a short-range option.
Well, if she did, I'd say it would be whenever the sword or whenever the scythe is like come in its compact form, and she could maybe she could fancy something there, maybe like something that braces to her arm, and
maybe
like the blade comes out, and she can
fight
up close like that.
As it stands right now, though, I mean we don't know. We haven't necessarily seen because, like you said, RWBY hasn't done a whole lot of close range combat.
No, the only time she has is when she doesn't have Crescent Rose, and when it came to that, when she fought
runs.
Mercury, she runs because she doesn't have a choice, because without her weapon, as she said, she's pretty much useless. She has good speed, but not a whole lot of power. She gains a lot of her power from her weapon.
Yeah,
because it's a great weapon. It's a good powerful weapon for her to gain a lot of momentum and to do a lot of damage with.
Interestingly enough, the person with the most like practical weapon, Jean, sword and board.
Sword and board is
tried and true.
Yeah, there's, like you said, there's a reason why you can't have that in Bloodborne.
I mean, there's a reason that, you know, you look at knights, you know, sword and shield,
sword and shield, and hella good armor.
It's a classic combo.
Well,
I mean, it didn't hold up so well to guns, admittedly.
Well,
no.
Once it got past flintlock,
yeah,
we talked about this. Flintlock pistols, most of them could not penetrate the steel that knight's armor was made out of. But
not
blunderbusses,
now the blunderbuss, they're packing a lot more power there.
Yeah, blunderbuss could actually penetrate a lot more often. Which honestly, when it came down to it, I think that's what killed sort of the knight way, the way of the knight.
Yeah,
you know, always being in armor and, you know, not having to worry about projectiles like that. Well, they could make arrows that could penetrate plate armor pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they had armor piercing style arrowheads. Oh gosh,
man, we could
we are going into history. We could talk about this.
We could run off on this all night.
Yeah,
because we're all like huge nerds for weapon design and all of
history,
that.
History buff and all that,
historical combat, that sort of thing.
And we got a blacksmith over here who can fabricate a lot of stuff.
Not a blacksmith cannot fabricate any of the stuff we talked about.
No, but you can still fabricate a weapon.
Yeah,
you can fabricate a knife.
Possibly.
You've made a knife.
I walked John through the process of making a knife. I didn't actually make the knife.
Okay.
The fact that you walked him through the process means you could make a
Wait.
knife.
Okay, Micah, have you done anything with that steel that I gave, or have you kind of put it off to the side?
I cut a piece off of it and tried to forge it, and it was ridiculously hard to forge.
Well,
I cut the fish mouth off of it. And
yeah,
tried
you
to
told
forge
me
a piece
that.
out.
Actually, have you considered getting like a power hammer?
Yeah, I just don't have $3,000 lying around for something like that.
Hello.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
We have Patreon.
Yeah, we do.